quick recap. We have 2 visitor centers with professional staff and lots of volunteers. We have people who call us. They text us, 707-996-1090. People email us, info@sonomavalley.com. People actually comment on these podcasts and the videos. They ask us questions.
Okay.
And today, I'm deputizing you
to answer
some questions. Okay. And this segment's called We Get Questions.
Let's see.
Let's see what happens. Here's one we got. This one's a really hard one.
Okay.
Where's the best place in Sonoma County to get a grilled cheese sandwich?
Ooh, grilled cheese. Okay, next door at the Red Grape, and you get your the tomato soup.
They go together.
It's so good.
You are absolutely right.
And then if not the Red Grape, Sunflower Cafe also.
Oh, they have great stuff.
And then you
too.
Can get ham in your grilled cheese sandwich.
That was it. Yeah, Red Grape, Sunflower Cafe, both in Sonoma. A good answer. Yeah. That was easy. And especially when it gets cooler, and the tomato soup is fantastic. Yeah, I love it. Okay, that's good. A 4th grader from San Diego was in the other day.
Okay.
They brought their parents with them. Nice of them to do that. And the question is, what is the significance of the Sonoma Plaza? Like, why is it a thing?
Well, one, isn't it like one of 2 parks where you can drink in public? I don't know. In California?
That is true. How'd you tell the 4th grader that?
Oh, the 4th grader.
No, you're right.
Oh, sorry.
Come
so that's why his parents come here. But for...
So, yes, you can buy a bottle of wine and drink in the plaza. Keep it classy, San Diego, but you can do that in the plaza. But you're right. What else is interesting about the plaza? Why do they care? How come they don't go to San Jose? Or like Monterey or something like that?
Well, I mean, I just think Sonoma at the plaza is just very safe. I always tell people, like, if you haven't been to the plaza, it's like really nice because you can get food, take it there. You can hang out there with adults. It's safe. Your kids can run around. There's the playgrounds. In the summer, even though it's super hot, there's a lot of shade there. So even if it's like 90-something degrees, it feels cool down there.
You're right.
And but I just think that it's just a fun little safe little downtown area.
Yeah. No, I like that. Good.
And there's a lot of history. Like if you're into history, there's a lot of history. And if you're into even ghost tours, like we have a walking ghost tour.
We do.
Yeah.
You walk, the ghosts stay. The ghosts don't walk.
Have you ever seen the little boy with the little blue hat?
Where's that?
Downtown, the one that sometimes swings on the swings. You haven't heard that one? Really?
I've heard there's different hauntings, but there's a little boy.
There's a little boy in a little blue suit with a little blue hat, and so the thing is like, oh, if you see him trying to play with your kids, it's because he was really little when he passed, and so he loved going to the plaza with his family, with like his nanny, and I don't know where I heard this or what, but you know how we have the underground tunnels?
Yes.
Okay,
supposedly.
Well, I actually been in some.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So apparently, and then we had, what was it, like was it Chinese, like immigrants back then, and they were the ones who, they would have to walk under the tunnels. They couldn't walk above with everybody. But he loved his nanny who would take care of him, and he always wanted to know where she went when she left and why she would go into this tunnel thing. And so I guess the story is that the little boy tried to follow her and he fell in the tunnel, he hit his head and he passed. But he loved the plaza so much and he loved the playground that you sometimes see the little boy trying to play with other kids, and he has a little blue suit and a little blue hat. Oh, you've never heard that story?
My gosh. I should have had you on for the Halloween podcast.
Oh, don't even get me started on Halloween stuff.
Oh, you're coming back for that. Okay, so I will tell the 4th grader there might be a haunted little boy who fell down into a tunnel, but he likes to play on the playground.
He just wants to play. He's really nice.
Everything's fine. He's like Casper, the friendly ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good answer. Thanks for that one. Now that the kid is drinking in the plaza and sad.
No, the parents are drinking. Okay. And they're not paying attention that he's playing with the ghosts.
All right, good. I like that. This next question came through LinkedIn. Actually, we have a LinkedIn page. Monica, who's a cultural tourism expert in New Mexico. Okay. She asked them, hey, I'm a fan of the recipes on your website. We have recipes on our website. What do you think of the recipes, and do you think people are interested in them? So I don't know if you know we have recipes.
I didn't even know we had recipes on the website, but that's good to know. And
if you have some,
we should definitely add some recipes from the Springs community members, like all the vendors from the events. You can get Vicky, la señora who makes pambazos, tacos costas, like.
Can I get champurrado?
Champurrado.
Also healthy because it's got
ponche,
corn in it.
You can do agua frescas. We can do a whole recetas de la vida, recipes of life.
Would you do that? Because so here's the deal. This is great.
That's on my to-do list. I want to do a
people come here and they're from different places, and oftentimes like wine country fabulous food, which is great, right? Local, seasonal stuff that pairs well with our wines and stuff like that. But other times, like Grata has great Italian food.
Yeah.
And we're like, how do you make those raviolis or something like that? So yes, we get these recipes. They're on our website. All of our emails that go out, we include one recipe, and I would love some recetas de vida.
We should do. I'm like adding another thing to your list, but imagine like you have then you have the recipes. Like you can do them where they're making it. You can do a little.
You can do the video there. We have Conan doing it with Pedro Pascal, and what are they making? Tamales. Mm-hmm. But we don't tell them how.
And then you compare it with like the vino, the wine.
We get it all going here.
Yeah.
Okay. This podcast is just going to keep going. We're just going to have to have other ideas.
We're going to take it on the road.
All right. Good answer. Good job. I love it. Here's another one. I saw videos online of salmon running up Sonoma Creek all the way into town and up. Huh. Is that real?
I heard that. Right? I think so. I think I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Did I see it like on the Springs page or something on Facebook? Somewhere like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's salmon.
Did not see it myself, but I've heard,
Yeah, so people don't know in California, on the coast, salmon start their life as eggs. They hatch in spring, in creeks. And they the creek, and they're like, let's go to the ocean, man. And they go all the way down, all the way down to the ocean, through the bay, and they're dodging other fish that eat them. Then they spend like 3 to 4 years out in the ocean. It was like, this is cool. We're like surfers. We're living here. We're avoiding orca and seals and fisher people. And then it rains again. And they're like, it's time. It's time for the next generation. So they follow their nose. They can scent. They go back through the ocean, back through the Golden Gate Bridge, back into San Francisco Bay, back into San Pablo Bay, up like the Sonoma Creek Slough, past MacArthur Place Hotel, past the Springs. They go up to a creek and they do their thing. And then they go on to claim the reward and they become like a ghost in the plaza. But basically, there are these massive 3 to 4 foot salmon coming up the creeks. And the creeks are not deep. They're like a foot deep. You can see them.
Okay.
Don't touch them. Leave them.
Yeah.
It's part of the circle of life kind of thing. Also, they do die. So they're on their way and they're kind of near their expiration date. Because once they either lay the seeds or fertilize, then they die. Okay. But it's amazing to see. And you can literally be in town just drinking your coffee, and there's this enormous salmon going up this tiny creek.
Oh, when does that normally happen?
Once in the winter when the rains start. So when the rain starts flushing out and there's enough water because of the season of the rain here.
Yeah.
So winter they go up and then they do their thing. Yeah, go check it out. Go out by MacArthur and walk across the street. There's a little creek.
Yeah,
there were some in there. And I could not believe it.
Okay.
And they were large salmon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had heard of it, but I've never actually have gone to check it out.
Yeah. Okay, final question is, what are some good places to get a mocktail in Sonoma County?
Ooh, a mocktail.
Or Sonoma Valley. Yeah.
Well, I know the Beacon has great crafted cocktails, but I know I had a friend who doesn't drink, and she just had it with alcohol, but it's very, very good. So the Beacon, which is the speakeasy, the Blue Door. I always tell people, look for the Blue Door.
That's right. And look for Martine out front.
Yeah, I'm like the Blue Door. La Hacienda Bar and Grill. Yeah, they do. You can do mocktails, and like they have like tamarindo, so like tamarind. They have hibiscus. They have a ton of flavors.
Okay.
And you can get a mocktail.
I love that.
And I mean, I think where else? Maybe Starling. I think Starling. Yeah,
that's a good answer. Yeah, Starling, and they have hot dogs at Starling too.
Yeah.
If you're hungry.
And the pizza, and they have the best chocolate chip cookies.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I literally stopped there just to buy cookies.
Really?
And then
I didn't know that.
Go home and eat.
I know Girl in the Fig has great cookies, but if I know Starling.
And they make, they have like maybe like they say bourbon or something, and they have like sea salt. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are 3. And also I think Layla, the Fairmont, most of the hotels have great mocktail choices there at their bars. And most bars are available for people who either don't drink or are like doing dry January. Or they'll offer different types of mocktails or fruit juices.
Or T&K.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, T&K has their cocktail mixes,
Right.
but you can literally just pour ice in them.
And that tastes the
you
same
can
sort of
just
thing
drink
without
it.
the
Yeah,
alcohol.
so T&K.
T&K, a local company
And
that makes the mixers.
we have it at the shop, and I know they have them at Sonoma Eats, and then they do pop-ups.
Right. Okay. Good. See, you answered all the questions. That was so easy, wasn't it? That's not hard.
I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm like, I don't know where I know all these random things from.
Here's all we know as fourth graders. You can drink in the plaza,
I somehow forgot that you said a fourth grader.
but you got to wait a couple of years.
Till you're 21.
Meanwhile, get the mocktails at
Yes.
the other places there. So